time to get started today. So glad to have you all here with us right before the Christmas holiday. And we have John Williams here with us. John, if you would tell us a little bit about what you do for Intermountain, and then you can jump into your Be Well moment and throw it back to me when you're done.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Cami, for the opportunity. I'm John Williams. I'm the AVP for our telehealth services. So what that is we provide telehealth services to throughout our different hospitals as well directly to our patients. I've been in this role for about 8 months, but I've been with Intermountain for about 14 years. Started out as a nurse, have done various nursing leadership roles, and grateful for the opportunity to be within telehealth. It's an awesome area of healthcare, so it's been fun. Today, I'm going to share my screen if that's okay. So grateful for this opportunity and also thankful for everyone that joined right before the holidays. Hopefully this will be a nice way to kind of ease into the holidays, but really like the Be Well model where there's a focus of me, us, and we. I wanted to highlight a little bit into the physical aspect today. As we go into the new year, I think a lot of people set goals as they go into the new year. And so one thing that me and my wife have always done is we usually find something that we want to sign up for. This helps us to stay motivated. So whether it's a 5K, a 10K, half marathon, a marathon, I find that signing up for something really helps hold you accountable. So I'm just going to go around. I put some pictures in here. And I'm going to kind of share a little bit about each picture and how that's helped me throughout, stay motivated to a specific goal. So in the first three, you can see me wearing a obnoxiously bright orange jersey. I'm a mountain biker. That's my passion. But I've always been pretty inspired by road bikers. I decided that I wanted to sign up for a race called Lodija. It starts from Logan, Utah and goes to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. So it's about just over 200 miles. I don't have a road biking background, but what this allowed me to do is one, it forced me to ride my bike a lot. That's a long time to ride in one day. And so it took the whole spring to summer season to train for this, but it also introduced me to a whole new community. So in the picture where it shows us at the summit of, I can't remember which peak that is. It's up in the backside of the Heber Mountains, but I did not know a lot of these guys in this picture, but I had a common friend who introduced me to a whole new group of road bikers, and they're an interesting and pretty intense group. They take their riding very seriously. Mountain bikers, we are a little bit more chill, but I love that it introduced me, and there was a lot of social benefits to signing up for this race as it brought in a lot more people. Couple other pictures. So down in the bottom picture, there's a picture of me and my wife and my youngest. This was my first marathon. I always looked up to people that could run marathons and never thought it was something I could do. But at one point decided, hey, I'm just going to sign up for it, and found that actually, I could stretch myself and it was within my reach and something I can do. If you run a marathon in Idaho, you get a sack of potatoes, which is something a little bit unique. So I have a couple of things in here. You get some social benefits. There's always fun swag whenever you sign up for things, whether it's a medal, potatoes, or whatever it is. But ultimately, I've used it as a way to hold me accountable to a goal. I don't like spending money and wasting it. And so sometimes they are kind of costly, over $100 or so, but that really kind of commits me that, hey, I'm going to train to achieve this goal. I'll just speak quickly to the other pitchers in the center. That's my son, Harper. He started racing with the high school mountain bike team. He's still in middle school, but they do race with the high school team in middle school. That allowed me to be a ride leader with him. So that also was really cool and kind of forced me to ride with the middle school team. And they actually are very fast. And so I thought it wasn't going to push me, but they are extremely fast. And then you can see my wife and my kids holding up posters for her. She did the St. George Marathon. We were kind of at a point in our lives where it was really hard for both of us to train for races or whatever we were doing. And so we decided one year each of us would choose a race, and then we would support the other person and allow them to train and have their long training weekends. And so just depending on where your life is, you may need to be the supportive one, or you may need to lean on somebody to support you. But I found that to be very helpful as well. So again, going into the new year, I think it's a great opportunity to look at a goal to set, and I don't necessarily love calling them a race, because a lot of times you're just kind of, a race sounds intimidating, but a lot of times it is just focused on you and doing your best and challenging yourself. And so that's what I wanted to share today, is one way that I've kind of challenged myself and forced myself to stay motivated is signing up for an activity that allows me to train for, and typically gives me a 4 to 6 month time period to focus on my training. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, Cami.
Thanks so much, John. You've done some pretty big events for sure. That's really amazing. And it's great you can get your family involved with it too. And I can vouch for those really fast middle school mountain bike kids. They are fast. I could barely keep up with them when my husband and I used to do that as well. And such a good reminder that it is really helpful to have, if we sign up for an event, we will definitely be more accountable for that event, and that the social aspect can be just as fun and beneficial as the physical aspect. So thanks, John, for that message today. We'll go ahead and move on to the stretch portion. So go ahead and find yourself some space. And we will get moving. Okay. So let's start with feet a little wider than hip width apart. Is great. We'll take a big inhale and reach the arms up. And then as you exhale, hinge forward, hands can just come to the tops of the thighs. And then we'll do that 2 more times. And you get to decide how far you're going to fold forward, especially on this last one. Maybe fold a little further forward. And then we'll come back to standing, and we'll take our feet nice and wide. Big inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, sit over to the right side, hands come to your thigh. And we'll repeat. Inhale up and exhale to the left. Let's just alternate sides a few more times. And as we move through our stretches today, just make sure you're moving at your own speed, only stretching as far as feels safe in your own body. Okay, let's come back to the center. Feet narrow, hip width apart, and just move into some shoulder rolls. And these are intentional shoulder rolls. Like, see how far you can get your shoulders forward, how far you get your shoulders up, how far you can get your shoulders back. And then repeat that. So really exaggerated shoulder rolls. Maybe you'll get some pops going on in there. Okay, we're going to change it up a little bit. So now fists out in front of you. We're going to do the same thing, but except for fists out. So shoulders up, roll the shoulders back, and then think about punching your shoulders forward. Shoulders up, shoulders back, punch it forward. We'll make this our last one. Go ahead and release the arms. Okay, shake it out a little bit. Take a big inhale, reach the arms up. We're going to grab the right wrist with the left hand and just pull over into a big side stretch. And then release it down. Let's do the other side. Big reach and pull it over. And then release. All right, we're going to take arms out to the sides and take your left palm facing up. So now we're going to try and turn, rotate, so the bottom thumb's going down, top thumb's going back, and then switch sides. And you can even let your head move a little bit side to side and really roll the shoulder forward as the palm turns back. So kind of wringing things out. A little bit more of a shoulder focus today. Let's do one more. And then release it down. Shake it out a little bit. We're going to take arms in front and then take your right hand, bring it across. Left hand pulls underneath. We're going to pull and side stretch simultaneously. And then as you come up, the right arm's going to just reach back as far as you can get it. We'll do that 2 more times. Pull, side stretch. Reach it back. 1 more of these. Pull and side stretch. And reach it back. Okay, let's do the other side. Pull and side stretch. And left arm moves back. We've got 2 more of these. Pull and side stretch. And reach it back. And 1 more. Pull and side stretch. And reach it back. Okay, go ahead and shake it out. Let's move our legs a little bit here. So we're going to take right foot forward, left foot back. And then go ahead and sit your hips back as you lift your front toes. You can use your hands on your back thigh for support. And we've got those front toes flexed. Now move into some windshield wipers. So the toes are just going to move side to side. So the rotation is all the way up in your hip joint, but you'll probably feel most of the stretch down in the calf muscles. Okay, let's switch it up. Go ahead and sit it back. Front toes lift. Back leg supports you. Really flex the foot till you feel the back of your leg lengthen. And let's move into those windshield wipers side to side. Just moving at your own speed. And then let's step the feet back together. And take the left foot, that's my left foot, your left foot, step it over. Okay, and then right arm's going to reach up and over, another side stretch variation. But this time we're going to try and pull the top arm back and look up. And then release it down and then switch sides. Right leg steps over, left arm reaches over. Pull the top elbow back and look up. And then gently release it. Okay. Take feet narrow hip width apart. Take a big inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. And then do that again, big inhale up. And exhale, fold all the way down. And we're going to pause this time in our forward fold. So let your arms relax and make sure your knees are soft. Let's just sway the hips a little bit side to side. Your hands can be on the floor or your ankles or your shins, wherever you can be comfortable. Okay, so now bend your knees a little bit more and then start to lift your sit bones up. Then bend your knees, see if you can connect your ribs on your thighs and try and keep them connected this time. So lift the sit bones, but keep your ribs on your thighs. And then bend the knees again. We'll do this 1 more time. Lift the sit bones, keep your ribs connected to your thighs. And then use your hands to walk yourself back up to standing. Okay, big inhale, reach the arms back. Exhale, round forward, round through the back, like a big bear hug. And big inhale, reach back. This time, cross the opposite arm on top. Round through the back. Let's do one more big inhale. And exhale around through the back. All right, go ahead and bring it back up. Release the arms, shake it out a little bit. You guys are all done. Thanks so much for joining today. And happiest of holidays to you all. And thank you, John, for a great Be Well moment. We really appreciate it.